I got an early Christmas present today. Accupoint pinpointer from Nokta. I've been thinking about getting one. I see people getting them and testing them and trying them and all. I just haven't turned the key to get it, but I got one today from Don Dotson over at North Georgia Relics to give it a test run and do a video review on it. So we're going to get started right now. Alright everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how to go through all the menus in the Nokta Accupoint, and I'm going to tell you one function that's not mentioned in the book that's one of the most important functions. Stay tuned for that. First, let's talk about when you get it, you got to get on charge. When you open it, it's just like a quarter of a turn. You don't screw it all the way off, just a quarter turn comes off. You'll see this in the back right here, and this will pop out. It's an audio booster. Mine didn't pop right out when I got it, but it initially just came out. Just tap it a couple times, it'll come out. Inside there, you will see where you plug your charger in right there to charge up. It is an internal chargeable battery. Now, what you want to do when you plug it in, you'll see a little electrical symbol come up on the screen right here, right on this right here. And when it's fully charged, you'll see it come up with 3 bars on it. Now, this does have a tip protector right here and just pops off, snaps on right there, and you're good to go there. But anyway, let's go ahead and get it started on how to set the menu system up here and go through it. Here we go. All right, the first thing we're going to look at is how to cut it on. Just hold this button one time and it will cut on. How do you cut it off? You'll see this little red line right here. As soon as you push it, once you see the little white coming up on line and you let go, it will cut off like that. Now it's off. If you hold it long enough, you'll go to the menu system, and that's what we're going to do now. Now, once it's on, you just hold it down till you see that red bar all the way to the end. When you let go, you're in the menu system. Now, I'm going to show you this real quick. If you wait 5 seconds on any of these, it will go back to where you started, as you see. So you might see me pushing the button just to keep it from doing that. Okay, we'll go here. The first thing here is the sensitivity. Now, you hold the button down and you go into sensitivity here. And the default is 7. Like I said, I'm going to keep touching here so it doesn't revert back to us. But you can go from 1 to 9. I am going to suggest that you leave it on the 9. That's the highest. You can always cut it down in a little function I'm going to show you. That's not in the book, but I'm going to show you how you can do that. So we're going to leave it on 9. Now what's going to happen now is we'll go back to the menu system in 5 seconds here. And then what we'll do, we'll go to the next one. Now, the next one is sound and vibration. We're going to hold this button down to get to it, the function, and here we go. Now, as you see, you got sound up top that I just cut off. There's sound, vibration. Sound, vibration, sound, and both sound and vibration. If I was you, I would leave it on sound and vibration, just so you can even feel it and see it. So we're going to let that go right back there. I'm just showing you what I am doing. Now, the next function right here is going to be modes and discrimination. Hold the button down here for a second to get into the function. You got one tone, everything, everything's on one tone. This one right here is going to be real. We're going to do a little example on that one. We'll see how, if I didn't do anything, went back to it, right? All right, that one right there is where you can get away from not hear fierce. You're in a hole and you got a bunch of nails and you got that one bullet in there. You can put that on and you never hear it. And that is that right there. And we're going to demonstrate that. But for now, you got one tone, no fierce, and you got 2 tone. We're going to leave it on 2 tone, and we're going to explain that in some examples. We're going to do some testing, and I'll show you that. All right, so we got that. Let's go back off of that. See, it goes right back there. Don't touch it. And it's going to go back to the menu system. And then we're going to hit it one more time here. And now we got the Bluetooth. I'm not going to go into the Bluetooth mode right here because it takes like 10 seconds for it to get the Bluetooth, to get to your headphones. You actually sync it with your detector or headphones. And I'm not going to be doing that right now. We may look at this at another date. But for now, I'm going to leave my Bluetooth off on it for now. Let's go back to that right there. Now, let's get into the next thing. This is a frequency shift. Let's hold the button down. And it gives you 3 different ones. And this is for like if you get some EMI, if you got other detectors or your watch is interfering with it, some kind of EMI alarm system, you can switch it here. I've never had an issue that I remember with the Garrett Carrot where I had where it actually, let's go through these menu systems again here, where I actually had that happen to me. But here's a function that we do it. Right now, I'm going to leave it right where the default is, which is the center one right there. So we'll let that go back there. All right, the next one is a light, LED light. Let's hold it, get it on here. And hit push the button one time, it cuts on. As you see, the light comes on. This may come in handy at night when you're hunting at night. A lot of times when I hunt at night, I wear a headlamp, so I may or may not use this. But if I forgot my headlamp, this would really come in handy. So that's what that function is right there. We're going to cut that off for now. Go back to the next function here is, let's go over here, sound, volume. And here, so I got two, low and a high. You know which one the Gigmaster is going to do. With this hearing, he's going to keep it on the high right there. Let's leave it right there. And the next one we're going to come to is a backlight. And here, let's get this one here. Let's see. Here we go. You can cut the backlight off and on. I'm going to leave the backlight on because, you know, if you're hunting in the evening, even during the day sometime with the bright sun will blind it out. So hopefully the backlight will kind of help you still see the screen even though the sun's reflecting off of it. So I'm leaving mine on. So the next thing we're going to do, all right, here we have the factory reset next. And we're going to hold the button down, get to it, and then we're going to hold the button down for 2 seconds. And we should go into a factory reset. There it goes. It's done. All right, that's pretty much all the functions on it. Now what we're going to do is do some real testing. You'll be amazed. Stay tuned. Here we go. All right, we have our sensitivity all the way up. And we have our sound and vibration on. Now, we have it on 2 tones. Let's check it out right here. If you come in a hole looking for this bullet, this is a silver bullet right here. As you see, if you come in this way, you hit a different tone than you hear with a solid tone with that bullet. You get away from that bullet, you start hearing that double tone in it and the bullet. So you can actually go in a hole and then you can separate the ferrous and non-ferrous materials, which is pretty cool. I've never seen one able to do that, and that would definitely come in handy in the hole. Now, what I'm going to do now is I am actually going to change this so that I'm going to get rid of the iron. I showed y'all on that. And let's see if I can get it up here. That one right there. And that's taking the iron out. So now let's try it. This is amazing. All it's hearing is that bullet. It's not hearing the nails at all. Look at that. Nothing. That is pretty cool. So you reach the hole, and I've had this many times where you got nails surrounding the bullet. It's going off everywhere. Now you only have the bullet. That is pretty cool right there. It eliminates the ferrous material right there. Isn't that crazy? That is definitely a good function right there. And I may switch back and forth depending on what I'm doing because I may want to dig the nails. You know, sometimes you want to see that square nails or the modern nails, or the square nails, or the copper nails. So sometimes you want to dig some of the nails on the side, and sometimes you don't. But this is perfect if you want to kind of switch it back and forth. I like that function on it right there. All right, here it comes. What I think is the most important function of this pinpointer. Let's say you're in the hole, and it's a big hole. You're getting something going everywhere in the hole. You can't really find it. All you have to do is press this button one time when you're near a object, and it completely resets this pinpointer. For example, I'm going to move it in. I'm going to push the button one time. It's reset. Let me get where you can see it here. I'm getting closer now. Right here, I'm going to push the button, on-off button here one time. It's reset. Push the button one time. Reset. 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 You can actually get it now. When you're in the hole looking around, when you get right on, you won't hear it till you get right on top of it. And that is one of the most important functions right there. Let's try it again. Let's move away. So I want to show you all so you can see what's happening. First thing, what you want to do to clear that is just put it up in the air away from all metal. Push the button, bring it back down, and it's right back where it was. All right, now you can see what I'm doing here a little better. Push the button one time, it's reset. Don't hear it. You can get closer to the object you're looking for. Push the button one time, completely reset. 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 So now when you're in the hole looking around, you're going to be right on top of it. And you can do it right until you get right on top of it. And you're within a half inch of it. And that way you find the target really easy. Now, one thing you can do though, if you actually get on top of the object and you push the button, you reset. You can almost reset to nothing. So now we're going to get a reading on it. So you always have to keep an eye on that. And when you're always cutting this on, never cut it on next to metal, because you ruin the sensitivity on it at all. You won't even hear it. Never cut this on near metal, near your belt buckle, holding anything. Make sure when you cut this unit on, it's away from all metal. I got this above this my table here because I got metal in the table. That's why you see that in here. But yeah, always cut it on away from metal. All right, I have to be honest with you. I was really skeptical at first that this could do what I just showed you how it does it, where you can readjust it by pushing a button. I use that function all the time on my Garrett Carrot, and that was one of my main things I like to have. When I just going off everywhere and you just keep pushing. But now, not only can I do that, but now I can separate the fierce and non-fierce, which is totally cool because I've never been able to do that before. So I'm really excited to go out and give this a real shot in the field. What we'll do some few videos in the field in my detection videos. I'll definitely be showing you what I'm doing with it and all in those. So keep an eye on those videos. I'll definitely give some more demonstrations in the field with it. Anyway, I think it's going to be a winner. If you're interested in one, Don Dotson over at North Georgia Relics, I'll put his information up on screen here, has them in stock. So give him a call if you're interested in one, and tell him the Gigmaster sent you. All right, appreciate everybody coming along. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. We'll see you on the next adventure.